So last week, Donald Trump held a rally in the Bronx, and according to his campaign, 25,000 people showed up outdoors to see Donald Trump speak. 25,000, that is a staggering number of people. And for several days, everybody thought, okay, well, they say it's 25,000. We can't prove that it wasn't. So I guess that's the number, right? Well, turns out the Associated Press had some aerial photographs. And those aerial photographs actually showed what looked to be maybe 1,000 people. Maybe two. In fact, I believe it was the New York Post came out and said maybe 8,000 at the height showed up. But either way, 1,000, 2,000, 8,000 doesn't matter. None of those numbers are anywhere close to 25,000 people, which means, of course, Donald Trump lied. His campaign lied about how many people were actually willing to show up and support him in the Bronx. Similar to the week before when he had that rally in New Jersey, where they said that 80,000 people showed up, and it turns out the real number was maybe 10,000. Maybe. So Donald Trump over the last 2 weeks, or his campaign, I should say, has now lied twice by overinflating the number of people showing up at his rallies by magnitudes, right? It's not just like, oh, there were 25,000, but really there were 20. You claimed 25, the real number was probably 5. So you exaggerated the crowd size by 5 times. You claimed 80,000 at this other rally, and you may have had 8,000, so you inflated that by 10 times. Why? Because the only measure that Donald Trump uses to see how popular he is the crowd sizes. He has attacked every other politician, left and right, for not being able to get the same crowd sizes that he gets, but he's lying about the number of people he's actually getting to make himself feel better. He is not getting tens of thousands of people to show up at his rallies. He's getting hundreds of people to show up at his rallies. And I bring this up not just to debunk this lie that's going around about his crowd sizes, but to point something else out that's seemingly unrelated. We're supposed to believe that this man who has to lie about his crowd sizes so that he seems popular, we're supposed to believe that he's somehow 1 or 2 points ahead of Biden in the polls? He can't fill arenas anymore. He can't fill parks anymore. And he is somehow more popular than President Biden. More people in this country say they're going to vote for him than vote for Biden. That doesn't mesh with reality. Now, I get that some of these people who still support Donald Trump may not want to go to the rallies, right? But when you consider the fact that social media users pointed out that at his rally in the Bronx, they were going through the parking lot, and here's what they said. Go out there and look at all the cars that are parked and check where they came from. Tennessee, Pennsylvania, New Jersey, Texas. So these are people, hardcore Trumpers, traveling, some of them from halfway across the country, to go to the Bronx to hear him speak. So you still have the diehards that are willing to follow him around like it's a Fish concert. But those numbers are getting smaller and smaller. That's not to say that you're not still going to have millions of people vote for him. You will. But I refuse to believe that this man, who cannot even pull crowd sizes a third of what he was pulling 4 years ago during a pandemic, I refuse to believe that he is somehow super popular and beating President Biden. That makes no sense because reality, photographic evidence, is telling us that it's simply not true. Well, folks, we have crossed that 1 million subscriber milestone, but rest assured, we are just getting started here at Ring of Fire. So if you're not already, please do subscribe to the channel and make sure to like, share, and comment on the videos.